It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
It's the weekend. It's a Friday. Yay! It's Friday edition of the Geno Show. What's happening, everybody? Yes, I come to you live Monday through Friday, right here live on my YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. Like, share, and subscribe. You can go ahead and copy the link, and you can share the link. You can paste it, copy, and paste it on any social media page. You can screen grab some of the show and put it on whatever platform, TikTok, whatever you want to do. However you do it, maybe you just like a little, about a minute of some of the show, or chop it up into like a 60 seconds here, 60 here, 90 there. However you want to do it is all good with me. Whatever platform, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, it is all good. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to be a sponsor, if you'd like to advertise, I'd be honored to have you as a sponsor or advertise on the Geno Jones Show. If you're looking for the ultimate pitch man or brand ambassador, our new term, brand ambassador, like B&J, Beyonce and Jay-Z are the new brand ambassador for Tiffany. Yes, B&J gonna tell you need to go out and buy something that they can put in that cute little blue box. Well, whatever you need. I can help you build your brand, your business, help you move your goods, your products, your services, because I am the king. The king. All right? I'm the king, a pitch man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we are working on getting my cohort in good crime together, Miss Keela Carson, getting her on as guest on the show. We're working on a little technical situation that, her and I are working on. I'm doing it in real time. As a matter of fact, I see her in my little they call it our green room, a virtual green room. So we're working on making that happen. And so hopefully we can get her on camera, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, all right. So let's jump the show off. It is a Friday. The weekend is here, and congratulations to Lizzo, her new single called Rumors, featuring Cardi B. Lizzo has said, look, I've heard all the rumors for the last couple of years. Yes, we were on quarantine. We've been on lockdown for almost a year and a half. Man, if y'all don't hurry up and get your vaccines, man, we're going to wind up there again, because this new version of COVID-19, this Delta, the Delta version of COVID-19, really ain't no joke. But Lizzo said she's heard all the rumors about her smashing Drake, and about her, she don't love herself because of her weight, and she's too big, or this, that, or whatever, and she's in the Illuminati, and she's too ratchet because she was at the Lakers game with her ass out, all that. She said, well, I got all them rumors, and guess what? I'm bringing my girl with me, Miss Cardi B. Cardi, who, according to Lizzo, now this is not a rumor, according to Lizzo, how can I phrase this? Just expressed her affection, her interest or desire for Cardi. I'll just leave it there. I'll let you figure it out, or I'll let you run into a Lizzo. She'll explain that to you. The record of the year, simply put, my opinion, Rumors. The record of the year, the production is tight, man. Whoever did the beats and the lyrics alone, it's one of those catchy, as my oldest daughter, Boogie, said. She said, Dad, it is very on brand for Lizzo. I couldn't have said it any better. Yes. And the video is out, so I got a chance to see some of it, not the whole thing. So if you are even if you're not a Lizzo fan, if you just want to hear a song that'll make you laugh. For a lot of folks, it'll probably be like their anthem, because a lot of us deal with, folks always got rumors about you. This, yeah, so and so this and that, and this person is this or that or whatever. So congratulations, Lizzo and Cardi. You put your work in on this one. You got the record of the year, as far as I'm concerned. rumors. She's looking forward to getting back on tour also. And congratulations to the estate, the memory of Prince, Mr. Prince Rogers Nelson. His new album, Welcome to America, entered the Billboard charts this week at number 4. Prince's 20th top 10 album in his career. So Prince has had as many top 10 albums as he's had ex-girlfriends. As a matter of fact, all them ex-girlfriends, I would put them in the top 10 also. You know, you can rank them from, I don't know who would be, well, I guess a lot of people would probably put, Vanity. They put Vanity at the top, Apollonia somewhere in there, Geno Jones, and I know I'm leaving, didn't he dated Sheena? Sheila E., we got to throw Sheila E. in there. And it was this like rock singer, Sheena Easton. I know I'm forgetting somebody too. So anyway, shout out to, rest in peace, power in paradise. Shout out to Prince, still making history posthumously, as the term goes, which means that when you are no longer here in the flesh, that your impact and your memory and your legacy, it still lives on and is still having an impact. Speaking of somebody who is resting in peace, power, and paradise, who posthumously is setting records and making history and having an impact, the movie Respect, R-E-S-P-E-C-T, put some respect on the Queen's name. The movie about the Queen of Soul, Miss Aretha Franklin. It is in movie theaters today. No, it's not being streamed. So I don't know who the film company is, but they didn't stream it. It's only in theaters right now. Queen, I love you. I just want to say, listen, Queen, I love you, but I don't trust these folks. They don't want to get vaccinated. They don't want to wear masks. They don't want to wear social distance. And they just, they just out and about. So I'm a little nervous when it comes to the movie theaters. So I'm gonna have to wait a bit until this Rona, especially this Delta version of the Rona, even though I am fully vaccinated, I'm gonna have to wait till it dies down. But I'm looking forward to seeing it. Jennifer Hudson, the role of a lifetime. As a matter of fact, it is a role that the Queen herself, Miss Aretha Franklin, personally not only gave Jennifer Hudson her blessing, told Jennifer, "Oh, you're gonna play me. You're gonna play me in a movie." And Jennifer was like, "Really? Oh, okay." So congratulations to Jennifer Hudson. Man, the singing, just from what I've seen, the trailers, man, Jennifer Hudson will blow you away portraying Aretha, especially when she gets behind that microphone or stands behind that microphone and does her thing. And Aretha, and Jennifer will tell you, Aretha was always a huge influence and an idol for her and so many singers. So I can't wait to check that movie out. Speaking of vaccines, so the CDC and the FDA have come out and said for those people whose immune system is compromised, and those over like 60, 65, and for those who are, they call it immunocompromised, people who are receiving chemotherapy, recently received chemotherapy, those who may organ transplant recipients, those who received an organ transplant, those on dialysis, other people whose immune system are compromised. Maybe you're taking some medicine to suppress your immune system to basically fight some type of disease. You should get a booster shot, which is a third shot if you haven't already got your first two, or if it's the Johnson & Johnson, you can get that second. But and some folks, I hear, like a million people, I did some research. So 1 million people basically said what I was thinking. I've been telling my mother, but she's in the category now where she can officially go and get a COVID-19 vaccine. But there's some folks, I'm like, listen, I don't trust you all. So as far as I'm concerned, I qualify for that booster. So I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead. I'm gonna need this third shot. So listen, I'm not telling you to lie. It might be a situation where it's like, don't ask, don't tell. Like you go by the pharmacy, Walmart, CVS, Publix, Ralph, whatever the supermarket is, I mean the pharmacy is in your community, and you just say, hey, look, I need a COVID-19 vaccine. Now, they might ask, they might not. I'm just saying, don't ask, don't tell. But keep yourself alive, okay? And it's not just about you, it's about other people too. So ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we can pull this magic off. Of course, every Friday, it is the highlight of my weekend. Every day is a highlight of my weekend because, as my grandfather said, any and every day above ground is a good day. And I will remix that to fit 2021. Every day above ground is a great day because your worst day, 6 feet above ground, will always be better than your best day, 6 feet below ground. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, she joins me usually on Fridays, once a week, the week in review edition of the Geno Jones Show, which this is repping Detroit City, the 313-248. So I can see her on camera. I'm looking at my monitor. She looks great. I think that nod, that's a good sign. She's nodding. Yeah, she's like, I got you, G. Ladies and gentlemen, to my regular viewers, you know who she is. Yes, my cohort, my partner in crime when it comes to good trouble, because we get in good trouble right here on the Geno Jones Show, Miss Keela Carson.
Hey, G.
How you doing?
What I was saying in the background, the audience wasn't privy, but I was holding up my sign. I can't see you. So I can't see you in the normal view. So I was just worried that your audience would be looking at nothing because from my point of view, the audience is just looking at a gray spot. So I had to change my point of view. So I pray y'all can see us and not just hear us.
Well, you know what? You know your number one fan. Because so I have a chat room that I can look at.
So Mama can see us.
So if she couldn't see us, she would have been in that little chat box, or my phone would have been ringing. So I'm going to assume that's a good sign because.
That's what I'm talking about, Mama.
I know. I tell people, I know I at least have one fan. I at least, no matter what I do, I'll always have at least one person watching the show, and that's my mother. So she was you could call her our executive producer. So our executive producer.
Absolutely. And I can't wait until she get a check.
Yeah, she can't wait. Well, she gonna get a check. She been getting checks for a while, one way or another.
Well, I'm talking about a big one, Geno. Really big.
Well,
really big.
Well, I'm receiving that because when she gets that big check, that means I'm getting a really, 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 really big check. So I'm fully receiving that she receives that big check real soon because that means her son is receiving a really, really big check.
And I like the sound of that.
So, Miss Keela Carson, talk to me. So listen, where do you want to start? You heard the monologue. I'm going to step out the way and give you the microphone and the floor.
Well, I'll just mention quickly, and I do mean quickly because I know, I don't know what to say to people who don't get the COVID vaccination, and I don't know.
He said, at this point, I'm out.
But today I attended a funeral.
Oh, no.
Well, not a funeral, but the visitation. The funeral is tomorrow. But I attended a visitation for a young man. Now, although technically he did not pass away from COVID per se, he had problems with seizures, but he got COVID and it flipped you follow me? Wow. It compounded his problem, the existing problem. So that's why they say if you have pre-existing illnesses, you really want to get vaccinated because when you have pre-existing illnesses and then you get something like COVID or a bad virus, even with the flu shot, that's why people with pre-existing illnesses are also asked to get the flu shot. This is not new people. This is not, like the young people, you brand new. This is not brand new. Okay? It's just that it's heightened. Yeah. So the flu shot is something they give every year to people who are high risk. And I'm one of those people. So I get a flu shot every year. And here we are with the COVID vaccination. So COVID-19 vaccination. So this young man, he kept having seizures, and which is something that he would normally have, but not at the rate that he was having. And so finally, at 24 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful young man.
Man, I'm sorry. Let me just jump in. This is really, well, I'm not on script anyway, but this is really off script. But it's related to what you just said. I'm glad you said that. Because there's so much misinformation and disinformation, and you can be in the barbershop, because this is a young man, 24 years old. I've had conversations with young men. I've even had conversations with young men and a young man in my family. And so sometimes, young men will say, well, I don't know what's in the vaccine and blah, blah, blah. And I say, okay, you don't know what's in the vaccine. I say, listen, now some of y'all are taking this little blue pill that Pfizer made. Now some of y'all taking the little blue pill. You understand what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that little blue pill, that little Viagra pill to fix something that ain't working the way you want it to work. Now, do you know what's in that blue pill? You really don't have any idea. You don't know. As a matter of fact, you'll get a blue pill and you won't even get it from like a reputable service. You will see if your boy got a blue pill. Hey, man, look, I got some company coming. I'm keeping it 1,000, Key.
No, but what I'm saying is, Geno, you talking about blue pills. There are people at the bar right now taking drinks from people, and they don't know if they slipped them a Mickey. I know that's old school, but the same thing, rupee, Mickey, what do the young people call it? Ecstasy.
Right, exactly.
It's all the same drug,
but
right?
See, here's the hypocrisy, though, Key. It's like, so you don't trust the vaccine by Pfizer, but you trust
but you trust the weed, the blunt that somebody passed you.
Right. Right. But you trust this, and you think it's the real, that it ain't some bootleg version of this blue pill from Pfizer. You trust that, but you don't trust this vaccine from Pfizer. So there's just the hypocrisy. So like you said, I mean, it's Friday, we have fun, but at the end of the day, it is always on time to try to pass on some information to save people's lives. And that's what we're all about. So you just hit that. It was a trigger. You hit that. I'm like, come on, y'all, really? Now it's Friday. Now y'all passing this blue pill around like it's candy and popping them like they're one of their vitamins and ain't asking no questions.
Right. I mean, listen, like I think it was one of Spike Lee's movies, and we talking about respect today. Respect yourself.
And respect everybody else. And especially respect these babies who are under 12, who can't get vaccinated, or people who really have a compromised immune system, who can't, they're adults whose immune system is so compromised. Somebody that's receiving chemotherapy, recently received chemotherapy, maybe they just got an organ transplant, they got a new heart or kidney, or maybe they are on dialysis and they can't receive this vaccine. We got to protect them. Can we do that? Can we do that, parents? I'm going to say this again. I'm beating this like Barry Bonds was beating a baseball, like the White Sox was beating a baseball last night in the Field of Dreams baseball game in Iowa in the corn stalks. All right, parents, don't listen to these politicians that are going to get your children killed. And politicians need to understand this too, because parents, we only have one job, one damn job, and that job is to protect our children. Because if you can't protect your children, you can't love them, you can't nurture them, you can't give them guidance, direction, discipline, you can't teach them how to ride a bike, you can't go out and play catch with them, you can't take them to Disney World or Disneyland, you can't do a damn thing, you can't provide for them if you can't protect them. And politicians, I'm closing on this, you take a oath, you take a sworn oath, you put your hand on the Bible and raise your other hand and swear before whoever your God is. Your job, a sworn oath, is to protect all the people. So lead, follow, or get the hell out the way. But let the people that want to save lives, save lives. And parents, protect your babies. Don't let these politicians cause you to get your children killed. Okay, Key. I just had.
Well, I mean, you're being nice and politically correct, but listen, I was at the park yesterday with my youth group. I should say our youth group because it's not just me; it's a group of us. Um, and they were giving out book bags for back to school. That was one of their community projects, community service, I should say, projects. And so I walk in, Keela with her cane hopping across the park, and people start. Now I got my mask on, and then people start to reach for me like hug.
Key, like,
man, I was like,
Wait a
see
minute.
my elbow?
Wait a minute.
Good.
Keely, you up there in Michigan, you went Charles Woodson Heisman Trophy move. Keely was
Baby,
like,
I put that crusty old elbow up. Yeah, that part. I put that crusty elbow up, and they were like, oh. And some people were actually offended, and I was like, look, get out your feelings. This is life or death, okay? And as far as your kids, let me tell you what I told this 21-year-old that's going to college in my house, because that's the only reason why she's in my house, because she's going to college. But that 21-year-old, because as soon as she closed the book and say she not going, it's well, here's the want ads for the apartment.
Said, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here.
Yep, you got to get the heck out of here. So so for those of you who have young people, let me tell you what I told my 21-year-old. When the vaccine came out, she said, well, oh, Mom, I don't know about this. And, I read that it's got a chip in it and all these crazy conspiracy. I said, oh, okay. I said, that's fine. I said, I respect that. And at that time, she hadn't turned 21 yet. But I said, well, you 20, you an adult. So tell you what, find you a place to live. And I'll see you after COVID is over, because I don't and don't drive my car. I don't want no parts of it.
She probably looked at you like, Ma.
She did, and then she said, well, and I made that appointment because I'm like, don't bring that crazy crap up in this house.
Thank you.
Okay, we live in reality.
Thank you. Speaking of reality, Key, let me jump in. And no, because I just saw this a couple hours ago, prepping for the show. I guess because the new hot thing, or maybe this is reemerged, I heard it before, that the vaccine will turn you into some lizard person. Stop it. Stop it. I mean, really? Now your ass.
Geno, where's
your grown ass, you done went to school, your mama and daddy, we paying all this money for tuition, and you don't have no more damn sense than that. I need to get a refund. Man, if Boogie or Allie came to you with that foolishness, I would demand a refund.
Listen, that's a shoe upside your head kind of moment. And I don't mean throw, I mean whack, hit them right over the head at close range. That is, but listen, you can believe whatever you lizards and gizzards and anything you want. It's got a chip in it. Now, I don't know how they managed to get that one chip up that needle when they're sucking out of the vial, but it's a one chip needle that, and I don't know what that's all about, but not in my house. In my house, we don't have alternative facts,
right? I.e.
Kellyanne from Trump's. We don't have alternative facts here, and we don't do conspiracy theory here. But people are dying.
True, but let me say this real quick. Let me jump in. Okay. Let me say something. All right. You know what the chip is? Because the government put a chip in us. No, guess what? The government didn't put the chip in you. You know who put the chip in you? You did. And you know what the chip is? That's the chip. Your damn cell phone. There's your chip. Now, you want to get rid of the government chip? Put your phone down. Take the battery out of it. How about that? That's the chip right there.
Yeah, don't need any chip.
They have been
able, the military, let's start there, and I'll be quick. But the military, and then it funnels from the military into your other agencies that are law enforcement, right? They have been able for decades, that a decade is 10 years, so decades with an S. They have been able to pinpoint you within a eyelash from satellite in outer space. And that is the truth.
They can
if
see
they
your
really
house.
want to find you.
Thank you.
So, and the reason why I'm prefacing really want to find you, because it's just not that serious for most people. Right. Because, I mean, I know you robbed the liquor store, but boo-boo, you don't have to worry about somebody looking for you from outer space. But if you are really necessary and they really need to find you and figure out your whereabouts, oh, honey, the satellites, the cell phone towers, they call it pings.
Yes.
Is that what?
Key, wait a minute. It's the smart, listen, all this smart stuff, smart TVs,
yes,
smart speakers.
All of that.
They gotta listen.
Yes.
You have given the government, and not just the government,
permission.
Amazon, these companies, you've given them, listen, they can track, like Keela said, even when you go into these apps, they're like, deny, can we find your location? And folks don't think, and they say, oh, no, you can locate me. You just basically given them a tracking device. You've turned into a human tracking device.
Because you don't read the fine print. So go on with that nonsense. You already got a chip, like you said, embedded in that smartphone that you got.
That you can't put down.
Your computer, your TV, your
tablet,
car,
the iPad. Your car. Oh, that's right. The car.
If you have satellite radio.
Yes.
Honey, moving on. So Lizzo. Get the shot and respect yourself. Lizzo. So here, okay, so the theme for today, I just want to hold this up. See if you, can you see?
It's complicated. Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
That's a hit song by my girl, Leela James. She got like a top 10 song called Complicated.
And so that's what I feel about today. It's just complicated. I love Lizzo and Cardi B, independent of each other and as a collabo with Rumors. And here's what I will do, since it's complicated today. I will tell you all that is good, but I'll also express to you Keela concerns. Okay.
I like that.
And I know that I'm getting older. And so some things I don't tolerate as well as I used to.
You're not part of the target demographic.
Right. And so I'm admitting that and saying that up front. So for all of you out there to say, oh, with your old back, but
don't at me. Don't add her. All right. There's her disclaimer right there.
Right. I'm doing the Eminem. Yes, I know I'm old. Yes, I know I'm a little prudish. I'm all that. Okay. If you had caught me 25 years ago, I would have been on the remix for Lizzo and Cardi B. But as of today, here's the good stuff. I love what Boogie said about it's catchy. It is catchy. I would sing the hook, right? But some of the interpretation of her feelings are a little bit too vile for me. Okay. And one example is the beginning of the song starts with about 13 got DAMNS. And I don't like that word. I just don't like that word. You can say damn, but you can't say God.
Gotcha.
I don't like to add the God in front of the damn. I don't like that. And Lizzo said it about 18,466 billion times.
Really?
And I said,
how did I miss that, Key?
Ooh, honey, you better turn on the beginning of the song.
Well, it hit overnight. We did the world premiere on my radio show. I played it. I loved it. I listened to it. I listened to it a couple times before I played it on the air. Well, you know what?
So maybe it's a radio version.
Oh, yeah, there is a radio
Because
version.
I always listen to the raw. Okay, so hopefully the radio version does not have.
It doesn't.
What I heard.
When you said that, I was like, wait a minute. I have heard it. I played it on my show and played it in Q, previewed it like 3 times. And I didn't.
Okay.
Oh, but it is the radio. Yes, I did.
Yes.
Play the radio.
So the actual version will have young people in their car for 499 times talking about GD, 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 you know, and I don't like that.
Okay.
So there were some lyrics and then there were some other lyrics, and I just thought, you know, when I think about protesting the media and protesting rumor, you know, and I don't want to be lame about it, but you know, like Michael Jackson, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. You remember that one, Geno?
Exactly.
Okay. And there was another song I'm trying to think. Well, Michael Jackson had another song that was really about leave him alone, which was "Wanna Be Starting Something." So I get where they're coming from. A lot of you get sick of it. I thought it was a great concept. I just thought that they could have got a little smarter with the lyrics, and not so much nasty cussing and all of that, and my, you know, the coochie talk. I mean, because Lizzo, boy, she talked about her.
Yeah,
you know,
you got the
but
you got the yeah, you got the NC-17 version. No children under 17.
Oh, right. I got the no holds barred.
I got the radio edit, so I didn't hear any of that. I heard all the radio edits and it was cleaned up.
Right.
Oh,
so
wow.
It is catchy.
Damn,
but I
need to hear
just,
that version,
you know,
Keith.
but the
I want to hear your version.
The uncut expletive version, as they call it.
Yes.
I could do without.
So
moving on. Oh, and by the way, I love Cardi B so much, so I don't want to beat up on Lizzo, but Lizzo's delivery in that piece of work is so dynamic.
Yeah.
It almost overshadows Cardi B.
Yeah. Oh, listen. People can say what they want to say about Lizzo. Listen, this sister is mad talented. I mean, she raps. She starts off, she's rapping. Then she's singing background.
Then she's playing her instrument.
Yes, her phrasing. Listen, the sister's bad. And Key, you're up there in the D. She
was born here but raised in California.
Yeah, she's repping for the 313 now, so we got to give her some
love. So, you know, and I love the imagery of the video. As a matter of fact, the colors you see behind me, that's the color. That gold and brown and bronze, that's the color of the video, by the way, and it's beautiful. And Cardi B is pregnant in the video, and tastefully, artistically done. So there were a lot of good things, and that's why I said it's complicated. A lot of good things.
So since it's complicated, Key, let me ask you, let me jump in. I got to ask you this. So, I didn't hear... I didn't hear the
real lyrics.
The NC-17 version. I got the radio edit, but I did hear Cardi in an interview. So did she address? So apparently, Cardi B. Now I don't know exactly where this at. Kind of leaned over and whispered something to Cardi that she had a certain interest and desire to explore something. Did they mention that in the adult version?
In the video?
Oh, in the adult version of
the song.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
So Cardi didn't like hit on her. Okay.
I don't remember that, but it doesn't mean it didn't happen, because sometimes you have to watch a couple of and say, "Oh,
well, Lizzo,
how did I miss that?"
Lizzo said it herself. She was in an interview, and she said it. Now she didn't know. She said for a minute it kind of took her back because she didn't know if Cardi, because you know Cardi's funny without trying to be a comedian. Just Cardi being Cardi will have, because she is so real.
Right.
What you see is what you get, and it ain't gonna change. And I love that about it. Talking about being your full, showing up as who you are, fully in your full authentic self,
Yes.
Cardi B would be the poster person for that, because you gonna get
Yeah,
Cardi
for
B.
do you. She's
Yeah.
the poster child for do you. Yeah.
At all times, under any circumstance,
Yes.
irregardless, don't give a damn
Yes.
about what you think. Hey,
No.
this is me. So if you got a problem with me, that's a you problem, but it ain't gonna be a me problem, because
Absolutely.
Cardi gonna do Cardi. So
if Cardi said it, or Lizzo and her said it to each other,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Lizzo said that Cardi said something to that effect, and she started laughing. She said, I didn't know if she was serious or not, because folks are like, well, maybe she wasn't joking. And then so Lizzo was going on and laughing, and then Lizzo kind of said, yeah, well, I did get a little milky, and I'm gonna just leave it there. So yeah.
Okay, so the next topic.
Listen, those are you can find this interview if you want to later on for yourself, but hey, it's Friday.
Yeah, let me cover my ears. Let me cover my ears.
Woo!
How
they say these children, not children. These cheering. Oh my God. What's wrong with them now? They just do. What's wrong with them?
Lord.
God, we didn't raise them this way. These cheering, they just talk and say and do anything.
Anything. Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm sorry, Key. I didn't mean to throw you for a loop on that.
Yeah, you threw me for a loop.
I got to recoup.
Happy belated birthday to my my other president. Even Michelle Obama is my first president, and Viola Davis is my second. So I know Viola had a birthday the other day, so I want to give a shout out to my second president.
So where does the dude that had a birthday the day before Michelle, where does he rank? Does he rank?
Obama?
Yeah. Well, you said Michelle was your first.
Oh,
and
I'm
Viola
sorry.
Davis is second. So where does he rank?
You're talking about President. Well, okay. President Barack Obama is officially the 44th president of the United States of America. This we know.
Well,
most I know Michelle being my president is kind of like not actually true, but it's in my head, and that's where everything counts in my head.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So Viola and Michelle are my other presidents in my head. And that's all right, Geno.
Oh, no, I was wondering if Barack was on that list in your head.
Well,
you said Michelle was one and Viola was two.
Yeah. I mean, I voted for Barack Obama. I thought he was a smart guy. But then when I saw Michelle, I was like, whoop. Let me hit that button. Because I want her.
So how did that work out at the polling place? Did you write her name in? Because since she was not on the ballot. Okay. We'll move on.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't. So I did it the legitimate way, because with what's going on in the country with voting, I didn't want to monkey around when I did, because I did the absentee, mail-in ballot, right?
Right.
But I'm gonna figure out a way to do a write-in campaign for Michelle.
Okay.
So you might look up, and there's a write-in campaign, and now Keela's behind it.
Have you discussed that with Michelle? Because Michelle.
Well, I mean, she'll find out when they say she won.
Because her feelings. She ain't really that fond. She'll
be all right. She'll be all right.
She's made it known pretty clear that y'all can go on with that, because I ain't doing this. But
I'm gonna call her and say,
do that. That part.
Michelle, listen. We wrote your name in. About 900 million people did. Okay, we'll see you at the White House. Bye.
Okay. Please, you have to come back on the show. All right, and that the whole show is gonna be dedicated to that conversation. Maybe you can get Michelle to come on with you, and we'll have you and her on as a guest, because I would love to hear that conversation. Forget Lizzo and Cardi B. Y'all need to record that and make that a record.
And listen, by that time it will be too late.
And call that rumors. That could be rumors part 2, the remix.
Yeah. Remix, right?
Michelle Obama and Keela Carson.
But it's all true. But by the time we get her there, to be too late. She'll be president, and we can move on with the country. So speaking about moving on, I'm going to the movie now because we don't have a lot of time left. Okay, I'm just trying to get my.
I love this pause. Today's so the theme for today's show. This segment of the Geno Jones Show is brought to you by It's Complicated, because in life it's complicated. How about, was that pretty good? Look,
that was very
spontaneous, good, impromptu. We didn't even plan this.
And very good, very spot on, as the Brits say. So, because like I said, with rumors, we're going to talk about the good things and then talk about Keela's thoughts on some things. So here's the good thing. I'm glad the movie is out. It was supposed to come out in January. When it did not come out, I knew something was not quite.
It was getting complicated. It was getting complicated right there.
Then you had this the Cynthia Erivo movie version,
yeah, right.
Genius, which is what it was called, Genius, Aretha Franklin Genius. And so on National Geographic, right?
Right.
And I watched that and was blown away. And so then I said, ooh, now I have a better understanding of why the movie, the big screen motion picture release, which is, you mentioned earlier that you wanted to know the studio. It is an MGM United Artists release.
All
right. And so I said, ooh, okay. So COVID is going on. People can't get to the theater. So they're going to wait until August to release this, when maybe people can get to the theater and they can recoup some of that money spent, because movies are not cheap.
Right.
Period.
And they hope that, COVID would die down.
Right.
We see how that
and people could
People would get their shots and get vaccination, and everybody we could go to movie theaters and be in crowds and hug each other. And
yeah. So that was their choice. National Geographic was always supposed to be on cable, like it was. Respect was supposed to be streamed in January. But again, they moved it to August. So having said that, because I wanted to give you a little backstory. Having said that, I thought the movie visually was awesome. And I know that seems like a little thing, but no. For Black people, people of color, that is a big thing. The lighting, the makeup, the hair, the costuming, all of that was beautiful. Okay. And there was another thing that I thought, I liked the way the cinematographer shot the movie. Okay.
That's important.
So those are all technical things. Right. I know that you think you don't mean anything. They don't mean anything until they get it wrong. And then you're like, oh, like Tyler Perry's movie where the woman at one point had a wig on and then didn't. I mean, it's so you know it when you see it.
When you see it, you'll be like,
right.
Wait,
right. Like, what? Didn't she have on a different hairdo?
Right. The shirt was red and now it's black. What the? Huh?
Right. So we call it continuity in media. Mm-hmm. So that was on point. Here's some things that I thought the casting was great. Forest Whitaker, the Broadway actress that played Aretha's mother, Audra. What is her last name?
Audra McDowell.
Yes.
Okay.
From Broadway, she's a Tony Award winner, and she's also done television and other movies, by the way. So she plays Aretha's mother. Then, of course, J. Hud, Jennifer Hudson as Aretha, Marlon Wayans as Aretha's first husband, the most notable husband, Ted White. I thought that was awesome.
Now, let me ask you something. So Forest Whitaker, he played Aretha's dad?
Yes, he played Reverend C.L. Franklin.
Okay.
Yes. And then the casting for, the other roles like her brother Cecil and her two sisters, Irma. and Carolyn. All the actors were cast. The casting was good. Here's where things got a little tricky for me. The writing. So you can cast yourself to the sun. If you don't have a good net to catch you, what can you do? So you work with the best you have, you know? And so that's where, and the director was a first-time director. Her name is Lizzo Tommy. She is a award-winning director from theater, but this is film. And I just think this was too big of a project for her to have her first shot at.
Okay.
She is an African-American woman. At first sight, some people are confused because she doesn't look until we know, because we know.
Yeah.
I don't care how light and bright things are. We know when there's some dipping in that, you know.
Right.
But Lizzo Tommy is an African-American woman, no matter what she looks like. And she's smart, she's talented, but I just thought this was too big of a project. And what I mean by that is that I thought it felt disjointed in areas. Okay. And I think it's because, honestly speaking, Geno, I think the family just wanted a movie about Aretha and her singing and her journey in the singing realm, not a movie about really her life. Okay. And so when you're trying to avoid telling the story of a person's life,
the full story,
right, you got to skip around.
I got it now.
And so the movie becomes this thing. Okay.
And for you, let me just say this in all fairness, for you, because you're looking at it through a whole different lens. For someone who is a child, who knew Aretha, who saw Aretha, whose family members had relationships with Aretha. So your lens, you have a unique perspective from just seeing Aretha as a young child before to the world she became Aretha. But for you, you have a whole different perspective. Am I right? I don't want to speak for you, but just wanted to be in all fairness.
Actually, I didn't bring that perspective to watching the movie.
Okay.
I just wanted to watch a good movie.
Okay.
That's all. And see a well-written, put together story.
And coming off the TV special, the TV documentary, which dealt with all dimensions of Aretha.
Yes.
Aretha in her wholeness, the whole and full Aretha, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything that made Aretha, and everything because all that influenced her music, her pain. She was before Mary J. Blige. I mean, you could just listen to a lot of the songs. She expressed the pain and what she was going through her music, and her songwriting.
And by the way, best performance in the movie was Mary J. Blige.
Oh, that's right, Mary. So who's Mary's character?
She played Dinah Washington.
Oh, and that was one of Aretha's idols, right?
Reverend C.L. Franklin had a lot of friends from the secular world because he was a Detroit pastor. But he had a lot of friends in the music industry, political realm. So his house at any point could be a mini gathering of the Black upper echelon of that time, of that era. So Mary plays Dinah Washington, and I'm not going to give away why or what she did that was so powerful, but you got to see it. I suggest everybody see the movie because you may disagree with some of the things that I'm saying. So I don't say that it's a terrible movie. Don't go see it. I just say, as a person who watches movies, and I like a certain flow, I was missing that. And as a Detroiter, who loves Aretha Franklin, I just thought that the rendition of her songs left something missing for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't like jamming, like, hey, you know.
Right.
I was like, oh. So that was, you know, but I thought Jennifer did the best that she could do. Jennifer is one of the producers.
Okay.
She worked with Aretha. And I think it's complicated. Sometimes it's better, and I think you can understand where I'm coming from, and then I'll wrap this up. It's almost better to tell a story or have a story told by somebody who is removed from the situation.
I get it. I understand what you mean.
Because they look at it with a more objective eye. I'm having a hot flash, everybody, so excuse me. But they have
let you get out of there, Key.
my personal summer.
I do understand.
Or maybe that's the wrath of the queen coming down. She's like, oh, no, you won't. I'll burn you to death.
Or it might be those TV Klieg lights there that you got on in the studio.
She's
so
like,
oh,
okay, you want to do that? Okay, watch this. But yeah, it's almost better to remove personal affiliations in order to look at the story objectively. Marlon Wayans, I think, is such a superb actor. We all know him as a comedian, but I think he's a far better actor. But I don't know what the director and the writer were thinking in his interpretation of Ted. I don't know what they were thinking with Forrest Whitaker's interpretation of C.L. Franklin. And you really have to see it to understand what I'm saying. When you see it, you'll go, because when you think about preachers, then look at Forrest Whitaker's performance in the movie and you'll go,
It's complicated. It's complicated. And that note, because of those TV lights, it's complicated, Key. Go get you some ice water. Thank you, my sister. You are simply the best. I love you.
Yeah,
we love
Aretha
you.
killing me.
And I know my mother's wave. She's like, girl, I know what you. My mother and the Damaris is like, girl, listen. And my mother like, y'all, I've been in the club long before you. Yeah, welcome to the club. My mother's like, I've been in that club for a while.
And this was a monster. That's why I said I shouldn't talk about this movie with Geno. Aretha gonna come back and kill me. And here she is. Give me a hot flash from the sun.
She turned those lamps up full power now. I got that studio burning up. Key, go get some water. I love you. Thank you so much. You're simply the best. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my people right there, Miss Keela Carson. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. Have a great weekend, everybody. Yes, as a matter of fact, don't have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. Me and you Monday, back live, the Geno Jones Show. I come to you 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central Time, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. Copy the link, post the link on any social media platform. You like some of the show, you can screen grab 60 seconds, or you can chop it up, grab 60 here, 90 here, 30 seconds here, whatever. Put it up on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Let's great Facebook. Put it in your story in Facebook. Let's make it go viral. Let's get those viral moments. But like, share, and subscribe to the Geno Jones Show. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you so very much. I would be honored if you'd like to be a sponsor on the Geno Jones Show. If you would like to advertise, I would be honored to have you advertise. I'd be honored to have you as a sponsor. If you are looking for the ultimate pitch man or brand ambassador to represent and be the brand ambassador and help you move your goods, your products, your services to help you build your brand or your business, I am the king, not the king. I am the king, the pitch man. Leave me a message. That's my Gmail, Geno Jones Show @Gmail. Leave me a message. I'll contact you. I'll get back with you. We'll set up a virtual meeting. Leave me a message right here. Please leave your comments. Thank you, everybody. Oh, man, so many comments. All the positive feedback. Thank you for all the feedback. You know, I welcome all the feedback. irregardless. But just I've been getting some wonderful feedback just on how you feel about the show. And listen, I speak truth to power. I have fun. I entertain you. I am a radio TV host. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a comedian also. But at the end of the day, I use this platform to, as I call it, I want to infotain, to info-edutain. How about that? I just made up a word. To edu-infotain. To edu-infotain you, to educate, inform you, and entertain you, all wrapped up in one. That is my goal every day. Even if I fall short, it's not from a lack of effort. Because Coach told me one time, one thing I learned, a pearl of wisdom, is there are two things that we can all control. We can control our attitude and our effort. And I guarantee you and promise you, my attitude and my effort, I will always give you 100+% when it comes to my attitude and my effort to entertain you, everybody. Yes, thank you so much. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey. He is the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram, on IG, KLB Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP. Alexandria Jones, the official wardrobe stylist and consultant for the Geno Jones Show. Check her out on Instagram. She's on IG. Lexie, LEXIE _ Nicole Designs. Lexie _ that line underneath. Lexie _ Nicole Designs. Or Alexandria Jones. Alexandria, hers is ALEXANDRIA. Alexandria Jones. And Bruce Gage, wardrobe consultant and also wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check him out on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. Just search I know for certain, Instagram and Twitter, Bruce Gage, Gage. Shout out to them Chicago White Sox, man. The Major League Baseball, they had the special Field of Dreams game. I didn't see the movie, but it's an iconic movie about baseball and life called Field of Dreams. Kevin Costner was the star in the movie. It was this little small town in Iowa, and they built this baseball stadium literally like in the middle of a cornfield. And it's a real life stadium. And so the Major League Baseball had the baseball game there last night, and in the bottom of the ninth, what they call a walk-off. Shout out to my man Tim Anderson, all-star shortstop number 7, repping for the culture, brother from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, south side of Chicago, hit a game-winning 2-run home run, walk-off, good night, game over, drive home safely. Sox win, White Sox win, beat those damn Yankees. New York Yankees, and the brothers represented. It's great to see the African Americans really showed out last night, and that was a great stage for Major League Baseball, which they've had a serious problem of recruiting African Americans to play baseball. They've been able to get a lot of the Latin America, the brothers, our Afro-Latino brothers from the Dominican Republic, from Cuba, from Puerto Rico, but man, they've been dropping the ball with brothers here in America. So just wanted to shout out Major League Baseball. You got that one right. Then y'all need to build some academies in the hood, like for real. All right, like you built those academies in Latin America. You need to have these academies in the hood. It would help give these kids some positive alternatives. Instead of running around with guns, they could be running around on the field with baseball bats and gloves, learning how to play baseball. That can change your life. Even if they don't go to the major leagues, they can learn how to play baseball, wind up getting scholarships, and they can translate the skills they learn in team sports and apply that in life. That's just my editorial comment. I'm out of here, everybody. Well, like I said, have a great weekend. I love you. I really do. Mother, I love you more than life itself. Me and you live right here. Go back and binge watch. Man, this week, just go back and binge watch all my episodes because I have been on one. I've been on one every day. So just see for yourself. Don't take my word for it. go back and binge watch. It's a great viewing for you this weekend. So after you get through watching Respect, then just go ahead and pull up my YouTube channel and binge watch some of the back episodes. I'll see you Monday live, Monday through Friday, 6:30. So Monday live, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Until then, man, thank you all. Thank you so much. And one final thing, as I always say, be blessed.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.